Vilnius is calling, and they want to talk about when we're old. Should we talk about it? Let's do this!
These are the reasons I want you to know. Oh, you make this place feel like home. These are the reasons I can't let you go. Oh, let's sing the song that we wrote. And we're
Yes, Ieva is singing a song, When We're Old. This is very atmospheric. She's singing to her beloved about aging, staying together, and staying strong. It creates a mood, and it's one of sleep. Look, this is a lovely song sung by a lovely singer with a magical, accessible voice that's so delicate and yet clearly very strong. It's intoxicating in its own way, but for me, it's ultimately a little forgettable. In a contest known for fireworks and explosions, this just fades into the background. It's kind of like when you go into someone's house and they have really gorgeous wallpaper. You're like, that's so lovely. But when you go home, you ain't talking about the wallpaper. You're talking about the people who made an impact. And unfortunately with this song, it's just wallpaper.
Wow. Thank you, Devin. I actually have grown to really like this song. It has continued to grow on me. I don't know whether it was just because I didn't pay attention to Lithuania and because it's so dragged out that to begin with I was kind of like, oh, it's just another Lithuanian entry. I'm sure I'll probably either like it or just like dislike it, and I'll just be in that mid-ground. And it is kind of there in terms of my score, which we'll get to later, but it has continued to grow on me. I saw her perform it live in Riga, and it really connected with me. With very minimal staging, she can make it work and she can sell it, which will be good for Lisbon, because obviously, you know, she doesn't need anything that flashy or that fancy. And I just think that there's something very touching about the lyrics. You know, she says it's about when she wants to... It's about when, like, she wants to grow old with her husband. She wants the last thing to be with her husband, her last moments to be with that, and that love, that forever lasting love.
So she is married.
She is married.
Is it
She's Mrs. Zasimauskaitè, not Miss.
Did she write the song?
She did not write the song.
Okay.
Which, you know, but it doesn't matter. You know, we don't criticise people for that. We could if we wanted to, but we don't. No, I genuinely think that it is a very touching entry, and I have grown to like it, and I can see it continuing to be one that I continue to look at and to respect. And maybe my score would increase by the time we get to Lisbon. Maybe I will see it in the final, because I think it could be. I think this could be the shock.
I struggle to celebrate the aging process. My life has been primarily about throwbacks and flashbacks and, you know, kind of harking back to my youth. So as I age, I really struggle with kind of looking forward to aging and decomposing. This song, for me, it's a difficult one. It is difficult because, on one hand, it has really delicate touches. You know, there's something quite sweet about it. But on the other hand, I'm like, what did I just taste? It's so non-distinct, nondescript, that it's very difficult to kind of grapple any emotion, you know, within the song. You know, Eurovision quite often is about fireworks, and even when things are calmer, it's about quiet storms. This is neither of that, isn't it? It's a good song.
Yeah, my score is a 4. However, I think that she could create magic with simple staging. I think of Loreen at Melody Festival in 2015, where she was against a solid color backdrop. It just kept changing. And I'm not saying that Ava needs to be doing all this, but I'm saying close crops, face, a little smoke, bright lights, maybe that will make the message stand out more. As for now, it makes me feel old. It makes me feel decrepit, and that's why my score is so low.
Do you know what this reminds me of? Like, you know, when you order soup and it's temperature hot, but you can't you can't even make out what the ingredients are. It's doing the job of soup, which is to keep you warm and to perhaps fill you up, but you can't tell what's in it. Is it lentils? Is it aubergine? Is it tomato? Is it what is
What's
it?
your score?
My score is a 4. I am giving this a 4. It's not horrible by any means, but it's just not leaping out.
I'm giving it a 6. And like I said, I do think that will probably increase actually now. I might, but we've locked in our scores. They're all done. PwC have told us we ain't changing anything. No, I think that I like the Lithuanian flavour that she brings. She changes it up at the end and brings in the Lithuanian language version, which I think is a nice twist. It's something unexpected. And I genuinely think that it is a very warming song, actually. Like I said, it's that soup thing, but it's comforting to me. It's like a homemade soup, which I enjoy. And it's probably my favourite Lithuanian entry at this point, since Monica and Vidas, probably.
Oh.
Well, we of course are not the only Wiwi jurors around the world. There are dozens all over the place, ranging in age from very young to very old. And after compiling all of their scores, the overall average is 5.83, a sub 6, which is
Higher than both of us, William.
Yeah.
You've got to give it that.
but it's still not a good score. That's low.
Our scores have been raised overall. I think that's celebration.
In any case, that's what we think. What do you think about when we're old? Are you feeling it while you're young or while you're already old? Let us know here on Wiwi Vlogs.
And we are on multiple social media platforms, and they include
Tumblr, on Pinterest, on Twitter, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Snapchat, on VK possibly, I don't know.
And there's also a notifications button. So when you press that, all these jury videos will keep popping in your inbox. So make sure you don't miss that. What else? We should like and we should subscribe.
And we'll see you later. Bye!